Sign up today.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to the January 20, what is today, the 22nd? It is the 22nd. That makes it the fantastic Friday edition of today's Trader's Edge Show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows, that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there is having a great day. Hey, let's make sure we have an extraordinary one, and let's have an extraordinary weekend. And the easiest way to do that is to always remember that life is happening for us, not to us. That's right. When you and I make that one little 2x4 shift, means we can find the gift in every set of circumstance that life is going to toss at us. Now, today, you and I, we'll go check on the circumstances of these markets. We'll go figure out what those bulls and bears, what those buyers and sellers are communicating to you and I just past 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I want you to know I'm absolutely grateful for your presence here. But much more important than that, and that's that during this next 60 minutes, I'm here to serve you. So feel free to give us a call at 877-927-6648. If you can't call in, well, we've got you covered there, too. You can always send me an email. Send it early, steve@tfnn.com. Inside the subject heading, please put radio show question, of course, in our Tiger's Den. Well, any ping will do. So let's go ahead and get this show started on fantastic Friday. Of course, this is Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes. Welcome to the show. Right now we got nearly all the markets trading lower. The only market that isn't is Russell 2000, but give that a few moments here. We should get that into the red zone. The Dow's off 117, the S&P 9, NASDAQ's off 45, semis are down 54, training's off 53. Dollar-wise, leading to the upside, it's MicroStrategy up $27, SVB Financial 24. Both those are 5%. GameStop is up 50% or $21. Wow. Big move there. RLX Technology is up $14, 123%. Big move there. Quidel Corp up 6%, $13. The downside, Brain Salad Surgery, Intuitive Surgical, down $47 or 6%. Booking Holdings off 33, Amazon down 16, Chipotle off 15. Those are just about 1%, 0.5%. So if the counter trend rally of today is over, well, that took place. It stopped about an hour ago. Let's go take a look at why Stevie would even suggest something like that. And that's just simply based upon the ES Mini chart. So the S&P, the ES Mini, formed a nice bottom this morning. Did so at about 8:30. 8 o'clock when it generated that Rhodes Momentum Indicator bottom wave number 7, letter G. So we had really two patterns that were taking place at the same time. And where prices petered out, so to speak, where it stopped was a TD9 count top. But the TD9 count top stopped right at the resistance level of its Asian opening range out here. So we've got price moving lower. This is to be expected, anticipated based upon the pattern. The question is going to be, what's going to happen as price gets that oscillator and change line? So where's price headed to? You know the routine out here. You're looking at the chart. You're saying, I know where the ES Mini is headed. It's headed at 38.29 level to that oscillator and change line. Stevie's red and green line out there. Now, because it's red, if you see a close below it, on a 30-minute time frame chart, that tells you we're headed lower. Now, headed lower to where? Where would the target be? You're exactly right. 38.1325. That's the TD9 count breakout level. It also happens to be the low of the trading session for the day. You take that level out, well, that tells us you're headed much lower. That's what's coming out. So that's the ES Mini. Now, the ES Mini's been trading really wonderfully today. If you put that along with the 10-minute time frame charts, again, just looking for signals when you take a look at a larger time frame. So as the ES Mini on the 30-minute time frame was making a bottoming signal, well, guess what? So too was the 10-minute time frame. The 10-minute time frame, that actually took place at about 7:40 this morning, moved higher, did a TD9 count that completed that at 1010, pulled back right into a bullish structured profile, found support there. That was at about the 38.23 level out here, and moved higher until it formed a Rhodes momentum indicator top, and that was at 12:10 this afternoon. So on the 10-minute time frame chart out here, what you're going to watch for on this pullback is, can price hold 38.30? If price is unable to hold 38.30, and we know that at around the 38.30 was the 30-minute oscillator and change line, that's going to be your signal of price getting ready to head lower. But that's what price must close below in order for that to happen. So that's how you put together two short-term time frame charts to help signal to both you and I what the market's intention is. Now, the ES Mini on a 30-minute basis is the only one to generate one of our topping patterns, a TD9 count or anything else along those lines, Rhodes momentum indicator. Now, the Russell 2000 may complete a TD9 count at 1:30. So it just depends on where the candle session closes. But that would be then the second 30-minute chart to generate a signal. As we take a look at the 30-minute chart for the NQ, what we should notice out here, just a consolidation, just a sideways consolidation. That sideways consolidation runs from about 13,288 to 13,405.25. They are governed by the TD9 breakout and breakdown areas. If either of those levels fail, and I don't really anticipate that they're going to fail today, but if either, but hey, whatever happens, happens. I can't control what the market does. If either of those levels fail, they paint the picture as to what the next direction is for the NQ, and the NQ should either take markets higher or take markets lower. So at this stage of the game, on a 30-minute time frame chart here, we just simply have a sideways consolidation. Whereas I mentioned on the Russell 2000, almost sound like an attorney there, don't I? The whole whereas thing. But as we take a look at the Russell 2000 for its 30-minute time frame, forms a nice Rhodes momentum indicator bottom. Does that this morning, 9:30. Wave number 7, that's letter G. So you got two nice bottoming patterns out here. And you can see that as price was coming into the top of the U.S. opening range, and that's in the 2140 level, it had formed bar number 8 of a TD9 count. What you and I know is that that TD9 count can form its high on a bar number 8, bar number 9, or the bar following bar number 9 out there. So at this stage here, we'd have two of the 30-minute time frame charts that could be, and it looks like it will, generate a TD9 count topping pattern. It would be nice if we had the others to go along with it, the others being the NQ. Well, we looked at that, and we don't have that. And the other one being the Dow equity future contract. Now, each of them, the three of them, ES, Russell 2000, and the Dow, all forming Rhodes momentum indicator bottom patterns. The NQ never did. Do I have any kind of top inside the Dow equity future contract for a 30-minute time frame? We do not. But that's why the market may be governed today by the ES Mini, and that's where I would be keeping my eyes. It's where I'm keeping my eyes. I suggested maybe it's where you keep your eyes too. So that's what's going on from an intraday basis, but really it gives us the information with regard to what to be paying attention to for the rest of the afternoon. We can take a look at larger time frame charts out there, but what you and I just did, in essence, was just going to the charts and avoiding this tool. Now, this is my intraday dashboard. This helps me, and here we've got different signals. You can see you have a bottom signal inside on a 60-minute time frame. You got a bottom signal in the Dow, and you've got a top signal inside the NQ. Right? Helps us with that consolidation-oriented picture out here. So this is Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We get back from this breakout, we've got a couple questions in the queue. One from Michael in Sarasota. He wants to take a look at Salesforce Innovation, CRM. And then Michael P. wants to look at MJ. I think MJ is the ETF for the marijuana stocks. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, Taz understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the Taz Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the Taz Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Hey there, I'm Andy Arbertine with Tiger Precious Metals and Stones. Whether you're looking to buy and sell precious metals or trying to find the perfect diamond ring, I'm here to help. I have over 15 years of experience with diamonds and precious metals. You can call me directly at 727-329-8245, and I will personally answer any questions you have and help you find exactly what you're looking for. I will be your personal concierge in the metal and stone business. Give me a call today, 727-329-8245.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live, and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's off 108, S&P down 9. Let's go take a look at Salesforce.com. CRM is the ticker symbol. This is for Mike in Sarasota. From a profile standpoint, Mike, here's what you know. Today, price is trading above the top of its daily profile, 223.38. That suggests higher price. One target could be the bottom of its weekly profile, where price is trading below. So that's 238.72. So your upside range out here is 238.72. So far, in the month of January and in the month of December, price pulled back, tested the top of its daily profile. And as long as that holds 216.82, this suggests that price wants to continue to move higher. Let's take a look at Stevie's other charts out here. Let's go look for some patterns, any other signals that we can find. Let's begin by taking a look at the daily time frame chart. The daily time frame chart here shows a nice Rhodes momentum indicator bottom signal. You got the gap to the upside a few days ago. That confirms the pattern. And Mike, this says that the next resistance level, the next battle to the upside inside of CRM is going to occur at 229.19. I don't know whether price will be able to take that out, but if it does, that tells you that it wants to run even higher. That is the TD9 breakdown level. So you're going to want to watch 229.19 to the upside, but you got a nice confirmed bottom. Price should be able to make its way up to that level. The weekly time frame chart for CRM shows what? Not much. Really not much. It's possible that this will be bar number 8. If it were to close right now, I'd say no, it won't form any kind of a bottoming signal. And this would suggest the weekly chart might be signaling to you and I because price trade below that weekly profile. Remember, we mentioned 238.72 could be an upside target. We're still saying that at this stage of the game. But if things turn to the downside, 171.27 is where you'd be taking a look at a price headed back to. That's its breakout level. Monthly time frame chart, what do we have out here? We have a wave number 7, price below the oscillator unchanged line, but holding the top of that monthly profile. So the message here, Mike, is neutral. It's above resistance and below a support area. So that's not really helping us out a whole lot. Let's just throw up one of the short-term time frame charts, that being the 30-minute time frame chart, 30-minute time frame, showing us that we've got a Rhodes momentum indicator top, wave number 7, that's letter G. And if price, looks like price is going to pull back to 224.96. So your range out here, support 224.96, 227.22. That's on the short-term time frame chart. But the daily chart signaling that price should make its way up to 229.19. Mike, I hope that helps you out, and thanks so much for writing in. We got another Michael that wants to take a look at a stock, and this one is MJ is the ticker symbol. And MJ, let's get this going here on our black background charts or E-signal charts. And MJ is the ETF for alternative harvest out here. And Mike wants to know where is you already own it. You want to add to your position, and can I provide a buy point? Do you think it will come down to fill the gap at 15.29 out here? There's a number of gaps out here, Mike. So let's just, as opposed to focusing on the gaps right now, let me give you the chart patterns that are out there and what areas to watch. So we know that a brand new profile formed this week on a daily basis and prices above it. That's typically a bullish signal. It'll remain bullish unless price closes below 18.29, the top of that daily profile. Very likely, we haven't looked at my other charts yet, but very likely price is headed back towards that 18.29 area. And that could be an entry point, but we'll go see if there's some topping patterns on my other charts. You've got 16.26 to the top of the weekly profile. Price is above that. But what it's not above is the top of the monthly profile, and that's $20.10. So there's your resistance level. We see that on the monthly. Let's go take a look at the daily and see as price was hitting the monthly resistance level, what was going on the daily time frame. So let's open this up and let's go see what we see. What we see here is that spike high, Mike, on a daily basis this week, looks like maybe it was Monday, was the bar following bar number 9 of a TD9 count. So you can see price right now testing its first level of support. That first level of support really is priced at 1914. That's the oscillator unchanged on. We're at 1920. If you see it close below that, that would then signal to you 18.29. Anything below 18.29, 16.95 to 17.39. You got to let this play out because of the valid topping pattern that's in play here. We got to see what happens as price moves down towards the 18.29, 16.95 level. If price closed below 16.95, which Stevie would say is the charts are suggesting that 14.41 would be the next price for entry out here. Watch today. Again, topping pattern. Price right now just holding a key level of support. The oscillator and change line below that would be 18.29. The weekly time frame chart out here for MJ, what do we have? We've got wave number 7. That is letter G. So now you got 2 topping patterns. It still looks good, but price could pull back to test the 1534-ish type area. You're trading at 1920. Monthly time frame, well, we know the monthly ran into resistance at the top of its profile, but that's all that we know. Short-term time frame out here, 30-minute, what do we have? Price trading below a breakout area of 1935, and this is suggesting lower price with a pullback to 1750. So, Mike, you've got that topping pattern in play out here. Watch. You already have some shares out here. So let's look for, you'd want to look for some type of confirming pattern as price pulls back into the 18.29 on a short-term time frame. So I hope that helps you out. With regard to the gaps out there are a lot of gaps. And so I don't know if I'd really focus so much on the gaps out here. I'd focus more on the technical patterns, where support and resistance is. Whoops, before I would do anything out there. Sorry about that, folks. Let's go to our next request out here. This is for AG. This is coming from Mike. What I should do is let me get the AG running on another screen. That is First Majestic Gold, I believe. So AG. And now let me get this on my black background charts out here, and then read Mike S.'s question. Mike says, can you confirm that if AG closes over 1292 today, that it will give a RMI buy signal on the weekly chart? Well, okay, let's go pull up a weekly chart out here, and give me a moment to populate it. And you're looking for Rhodes momentum indicator signal out here. Boy, so you're looking, you say close above 1292. Huh. So, no, Mike, what we have is, so this on a weekly basis, this has a Rhodes momentum indicator sell signal, not a buy signal. And that occurred 2 days ago. So 2 days ago, price started moving higher, doing less relative energy. And at the same time, Mike, it generated a bearish engulfing candle. The body, this is, let me get the exact trading day. Well, it's 3 days ago, so whatever that date is. That date, by the way, would be January. Oh, the week, January 8th. It's weekly, so 3 weeks ago. And so on the week of January 8th out there, you had a bearish engulfing candle confirming the Rhodes momentum indicator pattern out here. So the 1292, boy, I don't know. I'm not sure where that is coming from, but hopefully you can grab this chart out here. Let's look at the daily time frame and see what AG is signaling to us here. So in the case of AG, I don't have a topping pattern for the daily time frame. What do we have on the monthly time frame out here? The monthly time frame, I don't have a topping pattern either. So it's just the weekly that you had brought up. And on the weekly chart here for First Majestic, I believe price is just consolidating with inside its bearish structured weekly profile. And resistance there, Mike, it is at 1357 and support at 1011. I hope that helps you out. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, as well as,
whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and to help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that will take you step-by-step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's down 94. S&P is off 7. A couple of requests came in late yesterday that we didn't get to. Taseko Mines, TGB, is one of them, which right now is testing support. Support being the bottom of its daily profile, which is 129. We're trading at 128. And 127 is the center of its bullish structured weekly profile. Price trading above the top of its monthly profile. So Taseko Mines, TGB, testing support. Let's go look at the daily time frame, see what other signals we have out here. What signals do we have? Nothing more than just really a sideways consolidation move at the moment. But if price closes below that 129-ish type area, price could pull all the way back to $1.02. That is where it broke out. We've got a Rhodes momentum indicator pattern on the weekly time frame. That was confirmed last week with the bear sash candle. Price is testing both the support of the center of that profile as well as its oscillator and change line. But this really suggests to me that we should see price pull back to $1.14. The monthly time frame chart for us, what do we have for Taseko? Again, trading above the top of its monthly profile, but also this is going to be bar number 8 of a TD9 count pattern. So it says be careful. When this formed a bottom way back in 2016 on a monthly basis, it was a TD9 count and it was bar number 8 as well. So if you're looking for patterns that repeat, this is one that just says, hey, be careful, because of what is out there. Another instrument that was requested was CLNE, and I apologize, I don't remember who sent in the request, just that there were 2 instruments that I did not get to. Oh, wait a minute, we've got a caller on the line. We'll come back to CLNE after we go out to Gary in Michigan. Gary, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. How are you today?
Steve, great to talk to you. But if you want to finish CLNE, I got a few for you, so I don't want to lose that if he called in and you want to take care of him. So
No. Go right ahead. We call ahead seating. So I'll get to CLNE. Yeah, I'll get to it for sure. What did you want to look at?
Sorry if I've got a bad connection coming in. Can you hear me okay?
I can. What did you want to look at, Gare?
IPI is the first one.
Okay. And tell us what you're doing there and how I can help you.
Okay, here's the deal. Been in it for a bit, thanks to Tom. And I have an option as long out as I can get, which isn't very long. I'm looking, though, to extend it and put more into it. I'm up pretty big. I'm thinking it's a longer-term play, and I'd like to get if this is a good time to add to it, and if you think that it looks good in the longer term, especially.
Okay, so as far as a place to add, because it's trading with inside a bear structured daily profile, you closed just slightly below the center of the profile yesterday. Today, you're just slightly above the top, so not a clear signal. But the place to buy would be the bottom of that profile if it gives you that opportunity, which is $21.35. So I would hold out there. And another reason to hold out is so far this month, price made its way up to resistance, which was the top of the monthly profile, which is $29 even Steven. So that's what the profile charts, the black background, these signal charts are suggesting to us. Let's look at the white. Well, we were going to look at them. We're still going to look at them. There we go. We're going to look at the white background charts and see what signal they give us. So we can see a Rhodes momentum indicator signal, but no bearish reversal candle. Nonetheless, price below the oscillator and change line. This too says 21.35. Below that would be 15.71. But right now the call would be 21.35 on the daily time frame. The weekly chart out here shows a TD9 count top, and it shows a TD9 count that formed last week, and it did it right at its breakdown resistance level of 26.60. So as opposed to putting the pedal to the metal out here, you need to be careful because you got a TD9 count weekly base, intermediate term time frame, that stopped dead in its tracks at a breakdown resistance level. That's typically bearish. And what that suggests to you and I, because we can also see that the oscillator and change line, which changed from red to green about 4 weeks ago, what we typically see, Gary, is the phenomena where price and that line catch up to each other. I don't know whether it's price that drops down to it, price moves sideways or moves a little bit lower while the line is moving higher, some combination, but it's suggesting to you that this is not getting ready to have an explosive move to the upside, and instead, maybe that it's going to pull back. So let's go take a look at a 30-minute time frame chart out here and see what's going on the 30-minute time frame, if we can get some type of a feel. And that feel was that there was a TD9 count pattern that formed out here. It looks like yesterday at about 11 o'clock in the morning, and that pattern failed. It failed. Price moved lower out here. I've seen some lower highs, some lower lows, maybe consolidation. Your question was, where's there a place to add? And that place to add, again, would be 2135 or 1571. Your second question was, what does this look like long-term? I'm concerned about the TD9 count top that is in play out here. Longer, it's beyond that. If I look at the monthly time frame chart, is there any signal? Just that price struggled to get above the top of that profile at the 29 level out there. So that's what the charts are communicating. What questions does that pose for you, in case we need to go back and circle around and take a look at one of these charts?
No, that's excellent. I mean, that just gives me a longer term. So you just gave me some good numbers to shoot for, and then also some other things that I have in play that maybe are out there on a stretch that I may need to pull back on. So thanks.
Okay. Your second request is which one?
Palantir, I don't own it yet. I missed it initially on the breakout, even though I have a technology letter that was talking about it. And I know it's run up. It had a good day today so far. They talked about it earlier. But I'm looking at it on a longer term. If I come in, I want to see about there was a good thing I'm going to post in the YouTube channel about technology and what it's going to do in the next year to 2 years, and why it's keep running. So anyways, but the bottom line is I was curious.
Are you trying to figure out an entry point? You're trying to figure an entry price for this Planetary? Yeah. So, sure, absolutely. So now, unfortunately, there's not a ton of data out here, and I believe it's only my daily chart where I can get any kind of a signal. And so to tell you what it did, it found a bottom at the bottom of a profile out here, and that profile formed, it looks like, back on January the 6th, and it was a bearish structured profile. So once price closed above it, which was back on January 11th, it was a signal that price should move higher, which it's doing today. Headed back to the highs, its all-time high from November 27th, but it's moving into that high with lighter volume. I believe it was about 200 and some odd million on November 27th, and you're much lighter than that today. You're not even anywhere near half the volume. You're at 83 million, but it's moving up on lighter volume. This one's a toughie because of the lack of data, and patterns that are present out here. So we'd probably have to go to some type of short-term time frame chart out here and look for some patterns. On the short-term time frame chart right now, the 30-minute chart, I've got a TD9 count top. So don't jump in on this today, folks, because it may have used up all of its gas out here. And however, the bar that it's in right now, which closes at 2 o'clock, is going to be the bar that follows bar number 9, is going to be the high. If, in fact, this starts trading above today's high, which is 30.50, well, then that tells you about a strong momentum move to the upside. Otherwise, this should pull back to maybe 28.40-ish, somewhere around those levels. So giving you, at this stage here with such little data, I don't have a great answer for you. And I apologize for that, but I'm not going to make something up.
No apologies necessary. You said a lot.
You bet. Hey, Gary, we're going to a hard break. Thanks so much for calling. Good to talk to you as always. Have a fantastic weekend, and we'll look forward to talking to you again soon. That was Gary in Michigan. See Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Hey there, I'm Andy Arbertine with Tiger Precious Metals and Stones. Whether you're looking to buy and sell precious metals or trying to find the perfect diamond ring, I'm here to help. I have over 15 years of experience with diamonds and precious metals. You can call me directly at 727-329-8245, and I will personally answer any questions you have and help you find exactly what you're looking for. I will be your personal concierge in the metal and stone business. Give me a call today, 727-329-8245.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Directions Daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. So we're looking at clean energy. CLNE is the ticker symbol. Looks like a pretty clean chart to me. Phone. Sorry, we've got a caller. And call ahead seating. Let's go to Brent in Martinez, California. Brent, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic, Steve. Thank you for taking the call.
My pleasure. So IBM is the ticker symbol that you're looking at. Tell us what you're doing. Big gap to the downside today, volume about 29 million behind that. Tell me what you're looking at, how I can best help you.
I have a little strategy that I've been implementing that so far has worked okay.
All right.
These are just trades and kind of shorter-term trades. And so what I'm doing is when I see a stock like this one, I did it with Sarepta Therapeutics, SRPT, that just got slammed down about $100 in one day, and just only to as a bounce. I'm not looking for the thing, of course, to go back to where it was. I'm just when something is that kind of slammed down, that there would be some kind of reaction the other way a little bit. And so far, it's worked. With that one and this one, I bought this morning at like 117. Yes. And it's bounced a bit off of that. So I just was wondering if there was some level that might make sense that it would try to go back to on your chart.
So the 117.84, to be exact, happens to be the top of its weekly profile. And as long as price can hold that, we can say that at least one level of support is held. Old resistance being the top of the profile, now perhaps being the support level. As we look to the monthly time frame chart, we don't like it because over the last year, we can see that every counter trend rally has failed to close above the bottom of that monthly profile, which is 130.15. So 130.15 is a real key area. I don't have anything else on the daily time frame chart out here for the black background, the TAS profile charts. But you're really looking at this more from a short-term standpoint than anything else. But still, let's just take a look at the daily time frame and see if there's any signals, any levels of support. So here, the level of support. So if that level that we looked at, I think was 117 on the weekly, if that fails, price is likely going to go target 111.16. Your question is, if this is going to bounce or continue to bounce, where could it bounce up to? Well, I'd have to say it would be the bottom or the center of its bullish structured profile that it gapped down below today. And that's 123.92 to 124.81. I am not saying that's where price is headed to. I'm not saying that. But if you were to ask me where could it head to, because I can't control price, that would be the area that I would be looking at. Now let's look at the short-term time frame. And let's just go here 15-minute, 30-minute, and so forth. On the 15-minute time frame, we've got a TD9 count topping pattern that's in play out here. On a 30-minute time frame chart, what do I have? 30-minute time frame chart says it could run into some resistance to the upside between 120.34 and 120.98, give or take out there. On a 65-minute chart, as we take a look at it, really not great signals out here. So I'm just really staying on the ultra short-term time frame charts. And so back to the 30-minute resistance at around 120.34 to 120.97. And 120.33 is resistance on the 15-minute, and 117.51 is support on the 15-minute time frame chart too. What additional information can I try to get for you? Is there a different time frame that you use, that you're using, shorter term time frame, that you'd like information on?
No, that worked out great, Steve. This is a kind of a quick trade. I do my gold trades that are, the weekly ones. These are all quick trades. I did one the other day. It was like a 15-minute trade. I just did it quick. I made some good money, got out.
Yes.
Kind of more leaning towards what this would be, maybe not quite that short term, but there's a good chance I'm just going to get out of it today.
I see.
It's already done partially what I wanted to do. These are just with options. I'm doing it.
Sure. Understood.
Minimal risk, some money made, move on type of things.
That's a good Friday.
Yeah. I had a good one. Yeah. It's been, I really like the gold because you're dealing with an instrument that's a big enough,
yes,
price within the instrument itself that it can move $20, $30. You just need something that has the ability to make a decent enough move that it's going to, make it worth your while, and it can do that within a day, no problem, especially on a Friday. Seems to be a day like today, for instance, it's already moved about, close to $30. So.
Sure. Well, if you start to see this trade below 117, you'll know not to take those short-term trades until it gets to 111.16.
All right. Thank you very much, Steve. Have a great weekend. You take care, and hopefully we'll talk soon.
That sounds great. That was Brent in Martinez, California. And so now let's head back. I believe it was at Clean Energy, CLNE. So we got a couple requests. Clean Energy, Gene, and there was one other one. Man, well, we'll try to figure it out. But back to Clean Energy. The chart looks pretty clean out here with price trading above the top of the daily, weekly, and monthly profiles out here. So let's look at our white background chart, see if there's anything that we can pick up here. I don't have a confirmed topping pattern on the daily time frame for Clean Energy. That does not mean that price can't pull back to 863 because price is trading below the oscillator and change line. 863 is the top of the daily profile. The weekly time frame for Clean Energy. Man, now you got a TD9 count top from 3 weeks ago, and price right now is just consolidating sideways. So no signal of some type of huge breakout or anything that's going on. You've got a valid topping pattern on the weekly, but on the daily, it's just kind of a consolidation, but not really. But I don't see anything that's broken down on the daily time frame. The monthly had a nice Rhodes momentum indicator bottom, bar number 7 on the monthly, so no signal of a top there. And on a 30-minute time frame, not really a whole lot. Of the 947 would be a nice buy area into CLNE. So I don't know who sent the request in yesterday. Sorry, we didn't get a chance to get to it, but hopefully that helps you out. So Gene, Gene, is one of the requests. I believe that came from the Den. I think it's Gene. And what was the other one? I'm waiting for, Facebook. So there was a request to take a look at Facebook as well. If there are any other requests that were posted inside the Den that I've, and Kroger too. So I have Facebook, Kroger. So let's take a look at GENE out here. We've got the daily time frame chart. Nice big move to the upside yesterday. No real great signals. I guess I should populate it. Yeah, no great signals. This bottom with a TD9 count back on November 2nd out there. Weekly chart, I don't think we're going to see much out here either on any of these charts. I take that back. huge shooting star on the weekly, and it is bar number 9 of a TD9 count. So this may have topped. Let's go back to the daily time frame out here. And if so, you should expect price to pull back to 456 in that general area. That is the top of the daily profile. On a monthly basis, there's nothing out here to look at on a monthly basis. So that's what I see when we take a look at GENE. Kroger was another one. KR is the ticker symbol. I believe this is Kroger. And I think that's the individual who requested might be looking for an entry price. So the daily time frame out here, we don't have any kind of a topping pattern. And your entry price is around really kind of like the low of today, a little bit lower, which would be 32.68 if we're going to get right down to the NIT. The NIT, what the heck is a NIT? If we're going to get right down to the tick out there, 32.68 to 32.55, that would be your entry price. But let's come back and take a look at ticker symbol KR in just a minute.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the market, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks and commodities, along with specific recommendations including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. The printing presses are working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The U.S. deficit has risen 200% in 1 year with no end in sight. The markets are looking for an additional stimulus bill to get us through this once-in-a-generation pandemic. There is no free lunch, folks. The more stimulus dollars put into the marketplace, the less your dollar is worth each and every day. This is the time to protect yourself with a portion of your portfolio in the metal market. The Gold Report comes out each Monday morning. I bisect and dissect the dollar, silver, gold, the XAU, and the HUI. The Gold Report is a long-term hedge against the dilution of your buying power. The U.S. has put more than $6 trillion into the marketplace in the last 6 months, with more expected in the next few months. The market did and does need the stimulus, but it will have long-term implications on our buying power. The Gold Report comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to TFNN.com and order the Gold Report now. Protect your buying power. Order the Gold Report now.
Introducing Primal Edge.
Today, it's even more important to take a supplement that complements your health. Primal Edge is specifically formulated to boost your immune system and help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Our early ancestors found all their nutritional requirements in the wild environment. But today, our food sources don't contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that we need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated humic and fulvic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They've been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, without them, life cannot exist.
That's right, Ellen. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge. Just $89 exclusively at TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. We're looking at Kroger. Ticker symbol is KR. The question is an entry point. Well, one clear entry point would be $29.98. They're thereabouts. That's the bottom of its below structured monthly profile. But if we take a look at the daily time frame chart, there's no signal that that's where price is going to pull back to. So the entry point area is between 32.55 and 32.68. That's the top of the daily profile and the oscillator and change line. Know that you have resistance at 34.64. That's a TD9 breakdown level. That's on the daily time frame. On the weekly time frame chart, what's the signals coming out of this? It looks bullish. Prices above the oscillator and change line. Not seeing anything to suggest that it won't continue to move higher. Monthly chart out here, just with inside a consolidation between 29.98 and 36.19, but nothing to suggest that price is going to head lower. So the entry point, this morning might have been one of your entry points for Kroger. So hope that helps you out. And I think to round things up, we'll take a look at Facebook. We've got about a minute to go out here. Ticker symbol FB. As we look at Facebook today, on a daily basis, the price can close about 275 even, Stephen. You're at 275 and change right now. That tells you about a change in trend. Now, Facebook bottomed about 5 days ago, and it did it with bar number 9 of a TD9 count pattern. Folks, please learn this pattern. Learn it so you can understand objectively where breakdown and breakout levels are, and also when a market is intending to turn, giving you at least a signal, or use it to be able to buy sell tops, buy bottoms, all of those things, and you can do it very easily. Just subscribe to Mastering Probability. You can do that for 29 days. It's got about 10 hours worth of workshops that I guarantee you will assist you with your trading. There's more than just one morsel of information that you'll get from each of those workshops out there. So learn the TD9 count pattern. But most of all, have a fantastic weekend. Be safe out there, and we'll see you back here on Magical, Marvelous Monday. Stay tuned for your favorite polar bear, David White. He's up next. After that, Tom O'Brien to take us on home for the weekend. And go Bucks. Take care, folks.